reverse osmosis system. Mine went out. It like just doesn't run the same way that it used to. This is one of those projects I've been procrastinating on. We use a lot of water in this house, and the tap water is not good at all. I don't know, it just tastes so off, and maybe it's just from using a reverse osmosis for such a long time that now anytime that I taste regular water, it just tastes absolutely terrible. But most of these systems are really big and bulky, especially the ones that go underneath the sink. And God forbid you got to change anything, because you got to empty up everything from underneath the sink. If you're anything like my family, there's a bunch of useless crap that's usually stuffed underneath there. So anyways, they come with this pressurized tank. I don't understand it completely, but my theory is that the filters take so much pressure, push the water through the system, and then it gets to the other side. And so to balance that pressure, they have an expansion tank, which fills up with water. It's got a bladder inside of it that pushes down and acts almost like a spring, and then the water comes back out. It just takes up a ton of room. Water as it should be. Well, that's cool. It's got wires on it. It's got like a little display on it. Here's the stovepipe. Or spout, if you will. That's a big spout. You know what? I bet you this is for them Stanley water bottles, because now everything needs to be this big hoop. I mean, it's the circumference of my head. The heck does it need this for? I didn't even know this thing why does it take power? All right, well, first I'm gonna get the old system out. The first thing you wanna do is you gotta shut off the water. You get the idea. You don't want to flood your kitchen, especially on an afternoon like a Sunday. If you currently have a reverse osmosis system, you need to depressurize it. So you gotta drain all the water out. Good thing I got all these bags. Almost forgot. Here's the old spout. Old spout, new spout. Almost like 4 inches taller. It's gotta be for those Stanley water bottles. So like the old one had 3 hoses coming out of it. All I've got is a 5-pin wire connector, which is, I'm assuming that's how powers the LED display, which I'm really excited to see that get to work. And then it just has the supply line. So in my opinion, that's way easier install than trying to jam 3 hoses down there. So I think the LED screen, what it does is tells you information about, you know, what type of, when the filter needs to be changed, or I don't know, maybe it does more information than that. I don't like that. There's like barely enough room for this thing to sit on. The whole of the sink is just, I mean, this is, I'm gonna have to tighten this thing down right in the middle, because it's about a 1/16 to 3/16 of an inch edge for this thing to catch. It's a little tight. Tools. Comes with a new water supply, which I don't think I'll need because I got old stuff. Owner's manual. I'll read that later. This is what I want. Nice. See, this is nice. Does not include a mini water tank. It says the mini water tank is not included in the package. If you consider initial lag of the water to be undesirable, please search Frizzlife MWT3 on Amazon to purchase. The whole goal of this system is to not have to have any kind of tank, because of the tank you saw, it takes up a lot of room. Oh wow, this is okay. So then it has a drain saddle. So I already have a drain saddle in there, and that's gonna, let's see what that's all about. This is the drain saddle. Drain saddle. What you do, well, here, I'll show you. This is a drain saddle, and what it does is you drill a hole through your discharge pipe, then you put this like muffler clamp looking thing on here. Essentially, if the system gets a little overdone, a little too much pressure in there, then it'll discharge that water out. Oh wow, look at this thing. Oh nice, look at it. They give us a nice set of hose. Those are two cords that come off the back of the unit. On the top here it says water to drain, or waste to drain, filter to faucet, feed water. So, and then it says do not use. I don't know why, but this one comes from the main water pipe. This one goes to the little muffler clamp that I showed you, the little drain, and then this one goes all the way to the filter faucet. Now supply is supply. That's the new water, that's the old water or unfiltered water coming in, and this is the new filtered water going out, and this is for that waste, the discharge pipe, the muffler clamp. Two different size hose. Oh, that's easy. They're like little plugs. So what I like to do is I'll take this tubing, get these straps out of here, and I will run this super long. You just want to make sure that you don't have any burrs or anything in the end of the pipe. And then I'll attach these because it's so hard to get underneath the sink. And then, like, I know this one goes to the faucet, so I know that that's long enough. So then I'll take my scissors. This stuff cuts with just about anything. It's really, really nice. The only thing with scissors is it makes it a little oval, and then you take the end of the scissors and you just kind of run it in the middle a little bit, clean it up, get it nice and square. And then we're gonna do our waste next, which is the small hose. You gotta pry these little plugs out. We're gonna set that one next. Every unit's gonna be, like, setup is gonna be different. So what you wanna do is kind of mimic how it's gonna go. And I know that when this unit slides in, we're gonna wanna loop back on this waste. I mean, you don't want them crazy long, but you definitely have to simulate. If you're gonna do it this way, you definitely gotta simulate how they go. All right, that's that one. And we got this one. So what I'm gonna do is I cut this end. I'm gonna use the other end, the factory end, for our water feed supply. Because that's the only one I'm not too sure how much or what we're gonna need on that one. Now the other cool thing is they give you a bunch of reducers, but I'm pretty sure, so I know the water reduces down to 1/4. My recommendation is anytime you have to put one of these little fittings or any kind of fitting, no matter what you're doing in this, put it on the hard to reach place first and then trim the easy to reach place wherever you need it once you install the unit. Doing it the other way, you're going to be underneath the sink a lot, like changing oil on a car. It's freaking miserable. When you're installing them, you want to make sure you give it a push, and then you'll hear it click into place, and then make sure you pull back on it to make sure that it's really there and it's not. The worst thing you could have is assume that that thing is clicked in, you fire this whole system up and water's flying all over the place. I'm actually going to go ahead and change out my water line because the one that was in here already is actually plastic, and the one they give me is oh, little water still, is metal. And also what's different, here's another difference between the two systems, the old system and the new system, is the new water supply line can actually fit over the old line. So we're gonna get a lot more volume, just like a straw. We're gonna get a lot more volume of water, which I really think is gonna help with that water pressure. It might be why they don't need a tank. The other thing that I like is the fact that this has a valve. So the old one was just a T-fitting, and now the new one has a little valve bobber on it. So I went ahead and closed that valve, and now I can fire up all the water and actually test to make sure that none of my stuff leaks between the circuit. I'm definitely gonna hook up these power cables and stuff before I push the unit back in there, because I think it'll be really difficult to get these connected. But man, what a high-tech connection. Like, I've never seen power for a reverse osmosis before, so that's new. But then also just the way that they're really good connectors with the screw, so they're watertight, so it's super safe. That's a nice fit. There's our filters, our 3 filters. Filter 1, filter 2, filter 3. I know that this is just for show, but it adds an extra little charm to the unit, I think. So I like it. We got water. That's cool. Look at the pressure. Here comes the hard part. No leaks. No leaks! Pretty cool system. I'll leave the link and the manual and all the stuff below so you could check out all the fancy features and how it goes together. But otherwise, 3 major lines, some cutting with some scissors, and you're off to the races. If you have an old system, as you saw, it's even easier. See you next time.